How's it going, everybody? Happy Sunday evening. It's your pal Hyde F Hyde, streaming twice in one weekend. Unheard of. For me, anyway. Tonight we're going to be playing some Batman on NES. Great game, classic game, and one of the rare good licensed titles on the system. A game I've never managed to actually beat, but come close a few times. So maybe tonight will be the night. So, without further ado, let's give it a shot. Phenomenal soundtrack by Sunsoft. Definitely one of the top tier companies when it comes to music on the NES. Let me turn this up here for me on my end. Oh yeah. So as I've said, never beat this one before. Certainly would like to tonight. That would be sweet, but we'll see. Yeah, it's a rocking soundtrack. Love it. Back in around the mid-2000s, it seemed like there were a lot of NES cover bands. And the best one, in my opinion, was the Advantage, named after the controller, of course. I think part of the reason why I would consider them the best is they weren't just like a bunch of guys who love NES games and decided, they wanted to cover some music from them. But they were actually guys who were already in, they were already in bands and stuff already, so that definitely helped with the musical acumen a little bit. But yeah, they covered this on their second album, which is called Elf-Titled, and like everything else they did an amazing job. I would definitely recommend checking that out. First album they had, which was just self-titled, not elf-titled, but actually self-titled. A little confusing, but that one is great too. But the mixing is kind of not super professional, so it's a little rough, but still sweet. Definitely worth a listen. Just awesome arpeggios. This is not an easy game, that's for sure. So this is being captured via my Wii, which has a bunch of homebrew installed on it, including an NES emulator. So it's the Wii's component output going out at 240p to the OSSC for upscaling, and then into the capture card. And the Wii does, unfortunately, at least most models, I guess, do have kind of soft video output, as I've discovered recently. So if the footage doesn't look crystal sharp. Sorry. That's why. And then of course, the other end of the footage, the video signal I've got it hooked up to my DVM, which looks pretty good. Yeah, remember this part in the movie? I don't. The wall jumping is definitely a neat mechanic. I don't think that's something you saw in too many NES games. But it's good stuff. Now, if I recall correctly, the boss in this area requires you have some ammo left over, I think. Maybe not mandatory, but like significantly harder without the projectile weapons. Trying to picture like Michael Keaton in that bat suit doing this kind of parkour. I was actually just watching a little bit of the movie before this. I think the best part about that movie is definitely just the visual look. I don't think it's a fantastic script, or directed super well, but it definitely has the visual part locked down. A kind of weird, like hybrid 1920s, you know, look combined with some weird, like, anachronistic technology. I know it's supposed to be, you know, quote-unquote modern day, but overall it comes together, it's pretty cool. I should probably be paying attention because I'm getting wrecked here. Oh! Ah, oh, man, close. Despite the fact that we are playing it on emulator, I'm not going to be messing with save states at all. Which, you know, I don't... No judgment from me if anyone just, you know, likes to use them themselves, but I like to avoid using them as much as possible. Yeah, this is the boss I was thinking about. This is a bit of a pain in the ass. Watch out for the industrial drippies up there. I usually just brute force this part, I think. This is a little, challenging. Let's get the timing down. Not the most exciting boss fight in the world. Alright. When all else fails, you know. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? Ha ha ha. Really fast. Really fast message there from the Joker. Another excellent piece of music. Ghost of Batman. Yeah, I remember this part in the movie. Batman was gunning down giants in the sewers. That's a bit cheap. That's a little cheap right there. I guess I have no ammo, so I can't change my weapon. It's really, these guys, it's like suicide. Try to take them on in melee. Yeah, that was a problem. He's serious. He wants. Oh god. He was out for blood. That's another great track. The amount of times I've just let this sit here and play out on this game over screen just because I want to hear this piece of music. Alright. Try and save our ammo. You would think the water would be kind of sliding you back and forth, but it doesn't do that, fortunately. They decided to show some mercy in that regard. Yeah, this game doesn't mess around. I mean, the first level is like no joke, but then right away, turn up the heat pretty fast. We're in level 2. Or level 3. Sorry. Alright, on level 3. What am I talking about? Go again. Oh, what are the odds? It's got to be like on stationary ground before you can start throwing those punches. these guys are brutal. Wow. Not my best showing. I'll try and pick up the pace a little bit here. Tell you one thing, it's easier to wall jump in this than it is in Super Metroid. I really struggle doing that in that game for some reason. Watch out for that tank. Yeah, Batman's got a bit of stiff knees or something. Can't do much right after he lands. Here, classic enemies respawning. This is an NES game after all. Those spinny things do hurt you. Watch out for those. I don't know how I just didn't take damage there. Oh, what a gauntlet. Okay. Alright. Oh. Well, at least we're back here, I guess. Not at the beginning of the sewer. Yeah, this game, brutal. Absolutely brutal. Not looking good. It's not looking good. If I can at least get to the boss, I think now that I have a few lives, if I die again, I'll be able to respawn there with full health. So, fingers crossed. There's gonna be one more of those tank things though. Might present a bit of a problem. Whoa. Did it just despawn it? It's one of those quirky positive side effects work in your favor. Okay, I think you gotta do a wall jump to dodge that, right? Just gonna try and take him out really quickly. Brute force it. Welcome, Batman. Why don't you look at my latest work of art? That doesn't really look like Jack Nicholson very much, does it? Ooh, that NES slowdown. This game has me on the edge of my seat, let me tell you what. This almost kind of sounds like a Castlevania track. Speaking of, that was going to be the other game. I was either going to play that or this. And I decided to go with Batman. But I guess I could still play Castlevania. The two of you that are watching, tell me. Would you rather see more of Batman or more of Castlevania? So I'll either go with this till I beat it or I get frustrated otherwise. But like I said earlier, I've never beaten this one, so we'll see if that's even possible. I do like how this level basically looks like Batman moving around the inside of a motherboard. Oh god. This game is brutal. If you can't handle the wall jumps, you're not going to get past like the second or third level of this game. Come on, give me some help. Oh. Oh. How many lives left? None. Okay. You do get unlimited continues, I believe, so that does help. So you can bash your head against the wall to get it right. killer soundtrack. I'm interested to find out who composed this. Definitely one of the Sunsoft regulars, but they had a killer sound team in the NES era. Okay. Probably gotta wall jump off that bit to get enough clearance. Like that? Barely. It says exit over there, but I don't think that means anything. Same for that pattern. None over here. Okay. Okay, so I don't think you can punch those landmine things. Probably important to know going forward. Looking at the bat pistol. The bat gank. Oh. I'm really trying to concentrate. Oh! Man. Yeah, there's something to be said about this level of difficulty. Like, obviously it's hard as hell, but so you get in the zone. Super satisfying. So much drama. Oh, damn. Okay. Please be at the beginning of that section. Okay, it's not so bad. Not bad at all. Just gonna rush through this. Yeah. Alright. No problem. Okay. Yeah, I gotta slow down a little bit here. See, those games I was playing the other night, PS1 games, I'm a little better at those than I am this. So I could show off a little more. Take a little more, I should say a little less seriously. This game demands your attention. Pretty good progress here. That tank guy's in his spot. Just gotta rush him, basically. Alright. Should almost be clear of this section, I think. One step closer to avenging my parents. Oh! Man. Okay. Let's slow down a little bit. Okay, already at 50% health. Those tank guys are just really hard to predict. Tough stuff. Really gotta save our health because we will be getting tanking, if you will, a few hits from those guys. Yeah, that's another thing. To get hit in the air, you can't jump for a sec. Actually, yeah. Safe here. I can't quite get him though. Wonder. Okay, alright. Say, we will not use save states. We will not use save states. But maybe. Just like take cover in these spots. Yes! Alright. Look at this. look at this. What am I gonna do here? Alright. God, it's like the days of no mercy game design. God, I'm like almost breaking a sweat here. This is crazy. That thing's gonna drop a mine at like the most inopportune moment. Oh, God. What are we? So there's no timer, so you can play it by ear. So basically, alright. No ammo. Yeah, I don't... It's like you're screwed. Like, what are you gonna do without ammo? Oh... Please, please start me at the boss fight. I know it's not going to. But I'm sending out a prayer here to the bad gods. Please. Please. Oh, no. Alright. So here's what we're going to do. We'll give this one more kind of continue. So the 2 lives, 3 lives, if it counts to 0. We'll use this continue, and if we can beat the boss, we'll keep going. If not, switch to another game. But we'll do our best here. Not off to a great start. no ammo at all. No batarangs. It's just one of these situations, like, if you don't have ammo, what are you supposed to do here? Oh. Close one. Creeping up on him. Yeah, this is ridiculous. I guess I can I farm from these guys? I could do that. Gonna have to, I guess. Yeah, I'll give you plenty of health once you have a full health bar. Yeah, as much as you want. Go load up a bit more. So we're gonna need them for that boss and the tanks. Exciting stuff. Ammo, please? Ammo? I don't even know what the bees do. There we go. Okay, now I can have some health. Now that I need the health, can I please have some health? Please? Oh boy. Alright. Forget it. Move on. At 99 though, we got that at least. Try and conserve that as much as possible. Not really sure there's much of a pattern there. Oh god. Tonight is not my finest showing as a gamer. I'm sorry guys. This is bad. You know, you're watching this and you're questioning everything you've ever heard me say. This guy doesn't know shit about games. Can't even beat Batman on the NES. Skip that guy, I know that at least. Okay. Is it tied to anything at last? Anybody watching the stream right now, who's your favorite film Batman? Yeah, whoever favorite actor played him on screen. For me, probably have to go with Keaton. Not just because I'm playing this, but I think just the suit, the voice, and everything. I think he had it down pat. Christian Bale is just a little too... That voice is a little ridiculous. Oh god. You wouldn't send me lose some, Batman, don't you? Just like what that thing is. What is... Alright, we got this. We got this. So I'm having a really hard time figuring out the patterns for these enemies. The lasers. Health, thank you very much. Sorry if I'm not doing a ton of commentary tonight. This game is just it's really demanding my full attention here. But maybe switch to more chill games afterwards. Be able to talk a bit more. Doing good now though, full health, almost full ammo. Imagine if I fell down right there. At least all the ammo on that guy. Oh, so many bullets. Alright. I'm gonna figure out how the hell to deal with these cubes. Yeah, you remember this part of the movie, right? Batman versus the cubes. Incredible scene. I think that's the ticket there. It's probably the safest spot. Yeah. Oh god. There's so little room there. Oh my god. You can get in there, but the gap is very, very small for old Batman. Oh. Oh man. I don't know, guys. This game is a gauntlet. Let's give it one more try now. Still have the ammo. Yeah. This is it. One last shot. We got this. Just gotta focus. I guess the thing with the cubes is you just really gotta be able to get in that groove. That like center groove between those platforms. It's just a very, very tight fit for old Michael Keaton though, so hence the the difficulty. Alright, let's focus. Let's focus. That's not focusing. I think that makes it a little tricky for the jumps, is there's a slight delay once you land. So it's a little challenging to immediately get into your next jump. You gotta accommodate for that little pause there. What do the bees do? Waste a ton of ammo on him. Alright. Alright, here we go. Round 3, 4 versus the cubes. If I just stay in there, no, I don't even drop down all the way. First, they can shoot through walls, so that's going to present a problem. Got a few lives to try, though, on these guys. And we're gonna need them. That's for damn sure. Batman versus the cubes now. Now, is that a 0 or an 8 up there in my ammo? Neither. Is that 3? It's kind of hard to see. It's like the same color as the platform behind it. Well, either way. It's a lot of health. On the edge of my seat here. Batman fighting the cubes. Oh. Oh. Am I missing something? Is this really just this much of an endurance fight? Alright, Batman's out of ammo. Got hit with a Sidewinder. Okay. Unfortunately, I think that's going to be it for Batman. I'm kind of reaching my patience end here. But maybe we'll try Batman another time. So, yeah. Let's play another game. That is not Batman. Batman Return of the Joker? No. Let's see. So yes, as I mentioned earlier, this is my Wii with the homebrew on it, some emulators. And Got tons of NES games on here. I think we'll play some Castlevania. We added the name of the stream here. There we go. All right. Now this is a game that I have beaten before, so might actually see a conclusion tonight, believe it or not. Another hard game for sure, but one I'm a little bit more familiar with. I do think this, regardless of my experience, I do think this game is a bit easier than Batman, but so there is that experience factor. And one thing I didn't know until relatively recently is the whole how you're actually getting the item multipliers. You know, where you can throw multiples of your equipped item. I thought it was just completely random, but I learned recently, actually via Castlevania 4 and then retroactively with this game, that it's not the case. It's just you earn the multipliers by using the item, which I guess makes sense, right? But we'll wait till we have the cross, of course. Before we start worrying about the multiplier. So far, so good. I don't think I've ever had this much trouble with the bat before. There we go. No problem. Alright. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident we can conquer this one tonight. A challenging game, but not as intense as Batman. You would think the Joker would be a little less of a challenge than Dracula, but you'd be wrong. Yeah, so as I mentioned a minute ago, the more you use your item, basically the faster you get the item multipliers. That's how you can have like multiple crosses out, which very quickly becomes OP. So, we don't want any other items here, we just want the cross. Big bags of money are okay though, of course. We'll take those. not want the knife. Ooh! Yeah, there it is right there. Yeah, I think it's like 10, you know, hit 10 things with the item, and then you get the multiplier. So we'll settle for the cross for now. But I guess it's appropriate that our first death is a falling one to a Medusa head, as is the Castlevania tradition. As far as video content goes for the channel, like proper videos, I do have some Castlevania videos I want to make. Probably not one on this game, but definitely some of the other ones in the series. Kind of a few different styles too. Probably do one, at the very least, on Castlevania 4 at some point. As, you know, I know commonly, you know, people are, you know, Symphony of the Night is the best one in the series, but Castlevania 4, I mean, I think you could argue, okay, are we talking the classic formula or the Metroidvanias? You know, if we're talking the Metroidvanias, yeah, it's probably Symphony of the Night. You know, that or Aria of Sorrow, or maybe Order of Ecclesia, I think I pronounce it. But as far as the classic ones go, I definitely, I think, prefer Castlevania 4. It's like, I love the more like spooky kind of ambient style of music. Yeah, but it still drops some of the Castlevania classics at the end there. Just a fantastic game. Very atmospheric for a Super Nintendo game. But yeah, since we have that item doubler, we can just take Medusa out real quick here, no problem. Lickety split. Thanks, Medusa. Take that red orb. Add it to the collection. My burgeoning collection. Probably my favorite piece of music in this game here. Just like immediately earn that triple multiplier just via Medusa. They did such a killer job with the artwork for these games. I mean, you think about what they're working with, how limited these palettes are. Just all things considered, really cool, really impressive. I'm a little better at this than I was Batman. How do you guys feel about Castlevania 64? Because I know that one is kind of a divisive topic. I know it gets kind of regarded as kind of a crap game generally, but... Oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. Well, Anyway, I was gonna say I kind of really like that game. You know, like I don't think it's a classic or anything, but I think it is very underrated. I think you have to look at it from, you know, just trying to do something new, of course. But it's almost like kind of the Castlevania formula combined with like a survival horror game. Yeah, if it didn't have the Castlevania name on it, I think it would have been a little bit more well received. But I think it has a really cool atmosphere, especially the first release, Castlevania 64. The Legacy of Darkness changes up a few things, like it adds music to the Forest of Silence, which is kind of hilarious. Yeah. Kind of lose that awesome ambience. Definitely play that again. Maybe even on here on stream, who knows. Okay, so I always love this. A little bit of visual... See, I'm getting distracted. A little bit of visual foreshadowing here. You see Dracula's Keep in the background. I don't think that's something a lot of games are doing at the time. You know, I'd love to see other examples of this time period in games doing things like that, but seeing your ultimate destination back there, like that, really cool. You know, I paid for my observation with my life, but that's alright. We're in a good spot as far as checkpoints go. Beautiful. This game doesn't get too crazy until the dungeon, really. So this would be a very good time to have some more of those items. Yeah. Alright. Try and save the health as much as we can, because we're probably going to need to brute force the mummies. Fly away backwards. Alright, let's focus. See, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I mentioned it the other night when I was streaming, but I tend to have a little bit of foot and mouth syndrome when I'm playing games. So it's usually best for me to be talking about something completely unrelated, or at the very least not remarking on my current playing or skills or whatever. Because I tend to immediately eat my words, one way or the other. Oh my god, what am I doing? Alright. That's alright, we got holy water again. We got this in the bag. This is fine. Enjoy the cool music some more. Silver lining, right? Hear this tune a bit longer. It's cool how that lighting is kind of used to provide the silhouette for these crows. Kind of backlit. We definitely want to stick with holy water. Cross would be ideal, but holy water is good. I'd rank him basically cross, holy water, maybe axe, then clock, then dagger. Dagger's not bad, it's just, I mean, in terms of function, it's not doing too much more than your whip. There we go. That was close. Yeah, you like crouch right there and that money bag comes out. Found that out completely on accident. I mean, I know it's like a known thing, but I didn't know about it. And it should be good. Make it to the mummies. With our triple holy water. Just gotta be careful. Save the hearts. Ooh. Yeah. This basically means we're probably down to like one hit on the mummies. But we still might be able to do it. Just because of the triple holy water. We can avoid getting killed by anything else before that. Medusa head. Why did I do that? I'm alive! Oh my god. I thought I was dead for sure. I almost put the controller down for a sec. Oh my god. Okay, we don't want the knife. Don't want the knife. Don't want the knife. Alright, here we go. Pot roast! Oh my god! I didn't know about that. Here we go. Boom. It's just where we want him. My heart's like racing right now. So I love these old games so much. You get that feeling, that challenge. It can be a real pain in the ass sometimes, but it's worth it. Yeah, here's about where they start turning up the heat a bit. So these jumps are pretty precarious. Wait for the right time with this raft here. If you're ready. I love the sprite of the skeleton. Kind of looks like he's just like taking a break back there. It's relaxing. Be really careful we don't lose our triple holy water here. That would be bad. Tried to take Eagle out, get a bunch of points, but not worth it. That decision was not worth it. There's a little trick you can do with one of the bone dragons up ahead here. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but I always try and do it. Like that. Yeah. You just don't stop and you can get right underneath them. No problem. not doing so good health-wise, but I'm pretty sure there's some meat somewhere before the boss here, which obviously would be very desirable given our current state. Yeah, we're gonna have all the supplies in the world except for health. Well, if we can stun lock him, it might be doable. This could be a real clincher, though. Can we do it? Oh my god, we did it. See, that's the thing. The item multiplier, it's basically like a difficulty slider. The more you have, if you're fully tricked out with that, game gets much easier. That fight without items is a real pain in the ass. And if you die there in that hallway, I don't think you get any. You know, there's like no chance to grab one if you didn't already have one. Another great track. I'm pretty sure they remixed this in Area of Sorrow when you're fighting Julius. Am I right? Julius Belmont. I'm sorry, that's a spoiler. When you're fighting a certain person in Area of Sorrow. Yeah, classic Castlevania arpeggios. For this, we're definitely going to want the cross. Fighting the boss at this level without triple crosses is extremely hard. I've never done it. I've only ever done it with the crosses, so... We definitely want those crosses now. Torture Chamber of Dracul. Look at my score. We've got that satanic score right now. Spooky. Yeah, you gotta watch out. Clip your ankles really good. But until we get to the cross, definitely should be using this holy water. Definitely a lot easier with the items, as I said. Game is like exponentially more difficult without him. Want some meat? A little measly little heart here. Come on, fall down on us. Yeah, we're definitely gonna want some wall meat. Delicious wall meat. Doing really good on hearts, though. Loaded to bear with ammo. So anyone who's watching right now, what's your favorite Castlevania game? Say it in the chat. Tell me. Curious. Curious to know who's watching right now. And it's any of my subs. I don't have a ton of them, but I know I have a couple of regulars in those Demon Souls videos. Another life, great. Alright. Oh! I'm like a pixel away from picking that up. We do not want the knife. The knife is not what we want. What we do want, actually... There it is. You can use this spot to get your item multipliers pretty easy before you face that insano hallway. I'm get a good amount of time too, so let's do that. Let's do it one more time. It's gonna need lots of ammo for the boss. Best thing to do here is just try and like take your time a bit. It's pretty hectic with all the enemies flying around, the Medusa heads and everything. But we also want the triple. And now, we just want to save the hearts. So we don't really have a ton of them. We're right about to death now. I don't know. It's gonna be close. Because he starts whipping out a bunch of his own, so... Yeah, I don't know about this. It's tricky. Very, very tricky. Alright. We'll consider that a trial run. Now we'll get it. This might be helpful too, because it'll let us stock up a little bit on the crosses. Or not. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just suicide, because there's no way we're taking him out without low health. Six whips. That's what it takes to take those guys out. That guy's kind of frustrating because he's very eager to get in your way there. Wall meat. Yeah, let's grab some more hearts. We're really gonna need them. A little more. Alright. Should be good. Alright, not ideal, but doable. Definitely doable. I'm just gonna evade that last one. There we go. Still poised in the air, ready to kill me, but we got the red orb, so it doesn't matter, I guess. That was a clincher, folks. That was a clincher. Here we go, last level already. Not a long game. And I really wish I didn't just do that. No big deal. Just gonna avoid the, I was gonna say we're gonna avoid the bat, but I guess that's not gonna happen. No, we are gonna avoid the bat. It's not worth trying to fight him. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Goodbye. Okay, so let's get serious. Yeah, you gotta wheel and deal a little bit with these bats. You gotta kind of bait that. Gotta bait that second one out. Is what I'm trying to say here. Say this: anyone who's tried to play a game and talk about it at the same time knows that it's a bit challenging. It becomes a bit harder than it might be regularly. Just have to make it to that doorway. You're all set. Whew, alright. Alright, I got it this time. It was funny, I was gonna say, oh, let's play more chilled games after Batman. I put on Castlevania. Not exactly a qualifier. After this, though, for real, play some relaxing games. Batman. Speaking of Batman, I didn't even think about that. Just make it to the door. Okay, now we're fine. Yeah, that's probably the hardest bit of this whole level. Just dealing with those guys on those platforms. They're just very unpredictable, their moves. Okay. This part is pretty hard as well. I forgot what those guys are called. The Igors? The Headhumpers? Something like that. Yeah, this is like the original Dark Souls. So Dark Souls is probably quite a bit easier than this, honestly. I mean, look at this. Look what's going on right now. Yeah, a lot of this stage is just, it's like if you stop, if you stall, it just becomes significantly harder. The enemies just start multiplying very, very quickly. Yeah, which is why I'm not gonna bother trying to deal with these guys. Just gonna rush. Yeah, just trying to avoid getting hit by the eagles too much. And here we are. The final confrontation with that structure that we saw earlier. You can even see the front of the clock tower there. It's a nice little touch. Just across. Yeah, we want the holy water. This is it. Dracula's not too bad, he's just kind of time consuming. So you take his health down pretty slowly. But we got this. No problem. At all. So you can hit his fireballs. Get some goodies. Does do a lot of damage. As he should. In the final boss now. Very small window. And of course, if it teleports on top of you like that, you're done. But very, very, very mercifully, they let you continue right from here, which is great. Yeah, I want holy water for his second form. So it tricks you up. Yeah, I can't jump too soon because he does that. Might take me a couple tries, but we'll get this. Yeah, you really gotta wait to jump till he opens the cape. Dramatic music. Oh, his head goes to the moon. Great. Alright, here we go, people. Only his head is vulnerable, but you can stun him with the holy water. Yeah, you just curb stomp me. That's alright, we got this. It's a pretty basic pattern. I mean, I think honestly Death is the harder boss. Just, you know, all things considered. Dracula isn't too bad. Just gotta basically just be patient. Just gotta be patient, that's all. Yes, at this point, He's doing between a quarter and a third of your health, so you really just gotta play it safe as much as possible. Alright, here we go again. Let's do 2 whips, another holy water. Should do the trick. Yeah, he's nothing. He's no big deal. Now let's enjoy the incredible ending of Castlevania on the NES. Get the tissues out. James Banana. Yes. Because we would rather make a dumb joke than give credit to our game developers. From what I understand, back in the day, the industry, especially Japanese industry, was kind of like... They wanted to avoid putting their developers' names as much as possible into the titles. Because they're worried about like talent poaching and stuff. Which is why you have stuff like this and I like the weird nicknames you see sometimes in other games in their credits. Just some corporate bullshit. Thank you for playing. Okay, so I'm gonna take a quick break. Just like, I'm gonna take 5 minutes here, go use the bathroom, grab something to drink. In the meantime, look at all these games you can play. Look at all these games. Let's see. Just like... I'm gonna leave it on... While I'm gone, I won't be gone very long, it'll just be a couple minutes, but I want to leave it on something with awesome music. This, Solstice. If you don't know anything about this game, the only thing you should know is that it has some of the coolest music ever made on an NES game. So I'm going to cue this up, enjoy this title screen music, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Thanks for waiting, guys. I really needed to hit that bathroom. Oh, hey, Spoon. Are you hearing the Fallen Brothers music? Hell yeah, you are. I don't know the amount of people I've shown just the title screen of this game to because, I mean, it's incredible. That guy did magic. I guess appropriately enough considering this game, but that guy was doing magic with this NES sound chip. Just really, really cool stuff. But I don't know if I'm actually going to play this game tonight, as I'm not very good at it. So let's enjoy this rockin' tune. Yeah. It's crazy. The first time I heard that, I was just blown away. But we've played Batman. Got about halfway through that, gave up because I was getting my ass kicked by a pair of cubes. Managed to beat Castlevania, so we're doing pretty good there. And now play maybe one or two more games for the evening. Let's play some... Well, you can see there's a lot of different things to choose from here. But I think... Let's go with some Contra. So we had Contra 3 on the channel. Let's play some Contra 1. Like Castlevania, this is a game that I might actually be able to beat tonight, so that's good. But yeah, Tim Follin is like one of those... I know, like, he does get some, people in the know, recognize his talent and everything, and how incredible, like, his work is on, like, these old video games, but... Man. It's like, I think he should be held in the same regard as, like, Nobuo Uematsu. Guys like that. Just incredible. There's another guy I was checking out recently, another kind of old school composer. I don't think he still does any work, but he did a lot of stuff for the development company Ocean. Maybe more in the 16-bit days. But like he did the soundtrack for Waterworld, and it's like same deal. It's like that game has an incredible soundtrack. Just like amazing. It's on par with David Wise stuff for Donkey Kong Country, both in terms of just the composition and then, the usage of samples and like really getting the most out of the sound quality out of the sound chip. I wish I could remember his name, but the Waterworld soundtrack, Super Nintendo. Awful game, great soundtrack. If anybody wants to make any requests, too, for any other NES games, just let me know, because as you saw on that list, there's quite a few of them, and because I've got it right there on the SD card in my computer next to me, if I don't have it, I can pretty quickly get it. I think the hardest bit with this is like trying to gauge the perspective depth of these bullets flying at you. It's like they're not actually changing in size. But I'm feeling pretty confident. I feel pretty confident we can take Contra out tonight. Oh my god. Oh man. I haven't had dinner yet this evening. I've only been having a few beers and not sitting super well in my stomach right now. It's all good though. Just focus on the mission. Yeah, I keep saying like, okay, now we're gonna play a chill game, and I keep playing. It's like the notoriously hard titles. Another awesome piece of music. I mentioned this way earlier, but there's one of those bands, like NES cover bands, like that exist. There were so many of them in the mid-2000s, but there was one called The Advantage, and they were, in my opinion, by far the best. They covered this as well. Really cool. On their album, Elf, titled. Shit. Let's see. Waterworld has an insanely good soundtrack. I heard a couple months ago and downloaded right away the SPC files. Yeah, isn't it crazy? You know, yeah, it's fantastic. And what sucks too is you're playing the game, and some of those pieces you barely get to hear them at all. You know, like the map screen. Awesome piece of music. You know, it's like several minutes long, but you hear it for like 5 seconds before it starts up. What a shame. Oh, he did I don't know if you know this, he did the Flintstones movie game Super Nintendo soundtrack. The Flintstones movie game on Super Nintendo. He did that soundtrack as well, and that's another weirdly excellent one. And there's a track that is included in like the options if you go to like the sound test, the music test. There's a track that isn't actually in the game, but was made, I guess, for a canceled Green Lantern game that he was also doing the soundtrack for. And it's incredible. It sounds like an Aphex Twin track. It's fantastic. This is a Wii emulator, yes indeed, but I have all these cartridges. I have Batman, I've got Contra, I've got Castlevania. I've got the cartridges. It's okay. It's all good. Hey, I'm not even using save states. But yeah, Wii emulator. That way I can get a component video out to the capture card. Because I could hook up the NES, but I don't have a modded NES, so it would just be composite video out, so it would look even worse than it does now. Alright, let's get serious. Gotta get out of here! I feel like there isn't usually this many bullets. Like, this is a little crazy. This is a little excessive. Gotta crush this. No, yeah. No problem. Probably not the weapon we want for this, but it can happen. It's like this. Oh man, this game's hard, but it's not. I don't think it's nearly as hard as the 16-bit games. Yeah, Contra 3 is brutal. But I was able to beat that on hard. Made a video for that if you're interested. That actually got flagged. Now that I think about it, yeah, this is something I want to mention. So I logged into YouTube this morning and I had like several copyright strike warnings. So one of them was for the video I made for Contra 3 because I used some footage from Predator. You know, just doing some comparing and contrasting. Obviously, there's a big influence from Predator in these games. But I used the footage and it was, yeah, copyrighted by Fox. So I disputed that. And then... what was the other one? Oh, the other night I was playing PS1 games and I played some of the game Mortal Kombat Mythologies with Sub-Zero. And I got another copyright strike from some artist I've never heard of. And it was because he apparently used the audio from the intro of the game, where it's like Raiden talking about like the history of the gods or whatever. Yeah, so he just like used it, you know, for like an intro kind of track. But that got flagged as copyright, so it was like, well, do you want to dispute this? It's like, absolutely. Like, I didn't use his track. He sampled the game that I'm playing. You know what I mean? If anything, he should be the one with a copyright strike for Midway. Anyway. Why those bad games got all those talented people? That's a great question. It's not fair. Not fair. There's so many good composers that should have been working with otherwise, you know, like similarly talented game devs. Absolutely. Just one of those things, I guess. Whoops. Yeah, if he had gotten, like, somebody like Tim Follin, if he had gotten a shot at, you know, just doing his, like, regular caliber of work on an actual, like, good game, you know, I think he would have a lot more general kind of notoriety than he does now. But, you know, there's always the people who know. You know, people dig a little deeper. You know, they know, they're in the know. But yeah, I wish they got a chance to make soundtracks for some good games. As I'm sure they do too. Say one thing about Contra, always had the best controls. You know, I was just playing Batman, playing Castlevania, and both those games have absolutely fine controls, but this just still feels so good to play. It's aged very, very well. Lance and Bill, Arnold and Stallone, the movie that never was. Absolutely. Can you imagine if we had actually gotten a movie with those two in their prime, like a proper Contra movie? It'd be incredible. It'd be like the best movie ever made. Absolutely. Yeah, we didn't get I think the first thing they did together was that movie Escape Plan, which came out in like, I want to say 2013. And that's a fun movie. You know, it's an enjoyable movie, but it's not like, not quite the same, you know, not really in their prime anymore. But that was a good one. I'd recommend checking it out. I remember it being fun. You know, just a fun movie. I haven't seen it since it came out in theaters though, so I might be totally wrong and it might be horrible. So sorry if you watch it and it sucks. The plot of the movie is Sylvester Stallone is like the Grand Master at building like prisons, like inescapable prisons or something. And of course, in some twist of fate, he ends up in one. And his like cellmate is Arnold for some reason. So we've got to get out of here. We've got to escape the prison. So I love that these two guys are still making movies though. Although I wish they would get some better ones. I saw the newest Rambo movie. Man, I don't know. I probably should have left out the fourth one in my opinion. Rambo 4 I think is a really, I've watched it a few times and I think that's a really, it's probably my favorite out of all of them. I mean, it's kind of like the Rocky thing where like the first movie is relatively serious and then the sequels just kind of get more and more ridiculous. But Rambo 4 is just, that was wild. I remember seeing that in a theater when it came out, and a friend of mine, I went with a friend, it was just us and two other guys in the theater who were equally as drunk and rowdy as we were getting, so it was just a blast, you know? I mean, other than the movie, it was just like a perfect environment to be watching it in. But Rambo 5, yeah, not so much. What I want to see with Arnold is one more Conan movie. He's talked about it a bunch, doing like some kind of like King Conan movie. It's been in talks for years, but he did some interview recently, you know, he talked about it. He's like, we just can't get the funding, you know? That's like, who wouldn't fund that movie? It's like, listen, R-rated King Conan movie with Arnold, good script, and a soundtrack that would do justice to the original, you know, incorporate some of the motifs of the original, you know, Conan the Barbarian movies from Basil Poledouris. It'd be incredible. You know, that'd be like the best movie I've ever made. Alright, gotta really concentrate for this. It's gonna really turn up the heat. And take out the Transformers logo up there. Ooh. Damn. I remember playing the PS2 Contra, Shattered Soldier, which is a great game, definitely. I remember when it came out, I got it and I was playing through with a friend of mine, and I got really annoyed at him because he just like always was just holding down the fire button. Which I guess is pretty economical, you know, like you're gonna be always shooting stuff, but he was just continuously always firing. So that's all you could hear. Just the constant blast of machine gun fire. Uh, got on my nerves a little bit. So we're starting to get pretty close. I think there's only 2 stages after this. It's like a base level and then the alien layer. Close call. Did anyone play that, like, there's like a new Contra game? I don't know, it like looked really bad that like came out recently. It's really a shame. I mean, Konami, I mentioned this in the Contra 3 video, but Konami, they have so many great franchises they don't do anything with. You know? Because they're like more comfortable doing like Pack-a-Slot, the like slot machine games in Japan. Yeah, you've got Contra, you've got Metal Gear, you've got Silent Hill, you've got Goemon, you've got Castlevania, you've got all these franchises. Like, you could be printing money, but nope. Alright, so, guess we didn't conquer Contra tonight. But let's see, we got time for a few more games. It's only 11:15. Let's see. What's next? I don't want to play Die Hard tonight, but I want to just say that I really, really think it's a really cool formula for a game, and one that I would love to see revisited. Just the idea of moving through this building with kind of randomized elements. Really neat. Let's see. Also, another one. If you guys ever want to play the original Final Fantasy, Gron's Final Fantasy here. It's a hack. It's kind of like an overhaul. I think it's the best way to play the original. It adds some quality of life stuff. You know, updates the graphics a little bit, adds some new content. It actually adds the boss music that was made for the Wonder Swan and PS1 versions of the game. He somehow managed to incorporate, you know, 8-bit NES versions of those themes back into the this game for the boss fights. So you get proper, unique boss fights music, which is really cool. Marble Madness. Let's play some Marble Madness. Possibly a short game. Kind of a fun little depth into insanity here. Someone kind of twisted about the concept of Marble Madness. Something a little unusual. Let's see. It could be interesting, but lots of people enjoyed Jason Momoa as Conan as well. You know, I actually haven't seen the newer one. You know, I'll be honest. I was a little bit like, you know, it's Arnold or nothing. But I'll check it out at some point. You know, I was thinking another thing they could do if they did make a King Conan movie would be kind of have it split in half, like Godfather 2 style, where half of it would be, you know, old, you know, Arnold as the king and he's like his last stand or whatever, defending his throne. But then also some scenes with him as a a younger, you know, younger barbarian. And then obviously get somebody else to play that. There's a bodybuilder named Callum Von Moger who is Australian. I haven't checked in with him recently, but he actually played Arnold in some movie, kind of just talking about like the early days of like Mr. Olympia and stuff. And he kind of looks like him, and he has the build. I mean, he's a huge huge bodybuilder guy. So something like that, might be cool as well. But let's tackle Marble Madness here and see if I can clear it. This game does have a cool soundtrack, but the thing is, you really got to rush as much as possible because your time carries over level to level, and you really need it by the end of the game. You need as much time as you got. Also, this was originally an arcade game, and it had a trackball controller, which was pretty unique at the time, from what I understand, and kind of makes more sense, considering the controls and the fact that you're playing as a marble than using the D-pad on an NES controller. Probably wouldn't have a memorable OST anyway. Last year, it seems to me like productions don't want melodies in their movies anymore, just for movie stuff. Yeah, I agree, and it's a damn shame. I hate that. I really dislike the trend of current, music movie compositions because you're right. It's like avoid melody at all costs. It's like the Hans Zimmer effect for, I'm not hating on Hans Zimmer here too much, but it's like acceptable now to just have your film soundtrack be like an ominous chord, like Inception. It's like, dun. Yeah, that's fine. Just like have that. That's fine. Like that's all you need. Oh God. Yeah, this is where this game starts truly becoming hateful. Oh my God. It's horrifying music. Like totally squandered so much of the time I saved on those earlier levels. Oh no. Marble Madness of the trackball mouse. Yeah, the arcade cabinet had 2 trackballs for controls. Pretty sweet. So you always gotta run over these little Ronnies here. Get those little time boosts. Like, oh, it doesn't give you enough momentum to actually clear that. I think this is one of those games that, I'll admit it's only because I played it as a kid that I have a soft spot for. I feel like if I were to play it now, I would just think it was insane and turn it off immediately. But See, the last Conan was right. Yeah, you know, I'll check it out. Why not? How do you feel about Conan the Destroyer? Alright, this is where it gets really crazy. The last screen of the game. Yeah, this is insane. I don't think it's gonna happen. I just don't have enough time. This is brutal. Is that Sinister? Spooky marble game. Spooky marbles. Well, third place, that's not so bad. I have beaten it before. I really have. But not tonight, apparently. Let's see, play some Mega Man, some Punch Out, Ninja Gaiden. Snow Bros. It's an interesting game. It's basically, I guess it's kind of like Bubble Bobble, although I've never played Bubble Bobble, but people have told me that it's kind of a clone, but that's a cool game. Star Trek, the 25th anniversary. That's a very interesting game. Super Dodgeball. Alright, I'm thinking either Super Dodgeball or Kung Fu. Let's try Kung Fu and then we'll take a shot at Dodgeball. Oh god, the Inception brass. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Inception's a movie that every time I've watched it, I like it less and less. You know, I saw it in the theater when it came out. It's like, oh, that was a masterpiece. And then every time I've seen it since then, I'm kind of like, I kind of get colder and colder on it. I mean, there's no doubt that the visuals are great, but one thing that it kind of cracks me up now when if I ever watch it is how everyone's like constantly defining the rules of the dreams that they're going through. You know? Because if there's one thing dreams have, they're rules, but for some reason they find it to be very necessary to like point out the rules of each of these dream layers. So it's like you start each one of these scenes with like this exposition of like these arbitrary rules of the dream, and kind of rambling here, but not crazy about it. I think my favorite Christopher Nolan movie is still Memento. I think that was a really good blend of like an actually interesting story, but then also the kind of unique element of the presentation. Can't kick the snake. Can't do that. You know, and it's funny because I said that and then I immediately tried to do it and got killed. Yeah, I think we're gonna stop playing Kung Fu now and play something else. So Punch Out did catch my eye. So this is a really cool game. Actually, we'll play a little bit of this. This game is in the Kunio series, and it was Japan only. And It's basically kind of like a tournament fighter, but it's got some cool elements to it. You know, for an NES game, it has a pretty good fighting system. But one thing I really like about it is you get to make your own character, and then depending on your name, date of birth, and blood type, that determines your fighting style and stats. So, from what I understand, in Japan, your blood type is kind of like considered to be more significant. You know, I mean, not really, but it's kind of like, oh, that's gonna be some element of your personality is dictated by your blood type. Should I put my real birthday in here? Is that a good idea from streaming? I'm gonna leave it on 1/1. That's not actually my birthday, but I'm not gonna put my real birthday in. Now, blood type, I don't actually know what my blood type is, so we'll say it's O. Yeah. And these are like the 4 fighting styles. You have like your brawler types, like Kunio and the gang, martial arts, like Riki and these guys, Kung Fu guys, and then the Judo masters. You can see they're very serious about their martial arts. But I think we'll go with our pal Kunio. So there's me, so I'm apparently a martial artist with a yellow, what is it called? G? Yellow outfit. And our buddy Kunio. And you can choose the kind of rules you want. We're gonna go with no rules. So it's me and Kunio versus Jay and Chen. So it's kind of like River City Ransom, that same like fighting system. But apparently my guy didn't get the quick punch or the quick kick. So maybe this is the game telling me that I will never be the strongest high school martial artist in Japan. You see how I get like the rapid fire kicks there? Just like in River City Ransom, the like moves you can unlock. Character is not fantastic. Kunio, it's another series that's kind of disappeared nowadays. It's too bad. I know there was a collection recently on the Wii. Should pick that up. It's like all these old school Kunio games. I think it has online play as well. Which would be really cool. I think it was one of the... I don't think it got a physical release, although I could be wrong on that. But yeah, there's like partner moves and whatnot. Yeah, finish him up, Kunio. Or not. Just let me get my ass kicked. It's cool, buddy. Alright. So let's see if Kunio can finish the job. There we go. Great job, partner. But yeah, you just fight through the tournament. Cool game. That's enough of it for tonight. Let's see. What could we play now? Many, many games. What could we play that wouldn't be boring for you guys to watch? You know, I did have a file going on Kirby's Adventure. I haven't played it in a few weeks, but let's play that. If you guys don't mind me kind of picking up from where I left off. But this is one of my favorite NES games. Obviously a very late one, but that shows in just the overall, you know, presentation. It's a great looking, great sounding NES game. Yeah. Okay. So, do we have to fight that guy? No, we don't. Good. Yeah, it's River City Ransom. It's a lot like that, the fighting system. I think we got like 3 or 4 Vikunio games here. We got River City Ransom, we got Renegade, which actually was the first one, I think. Super Dodgeball, which is a game that I love. Another game with an incredible soundtrack. Might play that after this, actually. And then Crash and the Boys. Maybe. Crash and the Boys Street Challenge, you know, something like that. I'm not sure. Yeah, we got like 3 or 4 of them when we were actually like 12 on the Famicom, I think. So I should probably change the name of the stream, huh? Turned into a lot more than just Batman and Castlevania. Yeah, let me do that. NES game stream. Yeah, just like thinking, you know, tackling some games, handful of games from different systems for some of these streams. I think for my next one I'm going to do PS2, possibly. Either that or Super Nintendo. So I do have quite a few PS2 games. And it's all thanks to the recent, it's like a DVD burner exploit, where now you can burn PS2 games pretty easily. You just like run this little patcher on a PS2 ISO, and with the exception of games that were originally like pressed on CDs and not DVDs, you know, it's pretty much foolproof. You can still do it with CD games, you just have to convert the CD ISO to a DVD ISO, which is a little challenging. I haven't been able to do it myself yet, but apparently that's all you have to do. But yeah, I mean, I do have, like I said, I do have a few PS2 games, but the prices, I mean, like many other games now, are just getting completely out of control. So it's cool to be able to, you know, do this and play the game legitimately without having to emulate it or fork over a ridiculous amount of money. Poor Kirby. Oh, it's a UFO. I think it's like the rarest pickup in the game. Yeah, I'm rushing now. Poor Kirby. Yeah, I think I'm in the mood for some Super Dodgeball. Play some of that. Apologize for the signal dropouts there. It's because the OSSC takes a second to switch from different resolutions, and this menu for this emulator on the Wii here outputs in 480i, whereas the actual games I have them rendering in 240p. So it takes it a sec to switch over. Yeah, this game, incredible. I mean, look at this title screen. What more could you ask for? If you haven't played this game before, there's basically a campaign, if you want to call it that. It's got versus play, which is fun. You can change your positions of your guys on the field, but we're going to leave them as is. This is kind of like, you know, of course, the DBZ version of Dodgeball here. So these characters have all been renamed, of course, but I'm pretty sure Sam here is actually Kunio. But yeah, you play all sorts of teams from all across the world who have, you know, their own locales and music, and some of them are maybe a little stereotypical, but, you know, awesome soundtrack for sure. So we'll try and get to the England theme at least, because it's got... The music for England is basically riffs from two different Beatles songs, which is pretty funny. Yeah, it's like the verse to Hard Day's Night and the chorus to Get Back. Just listen, you'll hear it. Actually, the verse to Get Back. Yeah, you hear it. And then, yeah, Hard Day's Night here. When I'm home. Na, 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 na. Yeah. England not very known for their dodgeball team, I guess. That might be a world record. Sorry, lads. Yeah, if you spam the super throws or whatever these are called, the game is not particularly challenging. It's like the frame rate getting progressively better as less characters are on screen. Classic. I'm off to sleep. Have a nice evening. Thank you very much, Spoon. You too. I'm glad you could join me for the stream. Take care. Yeah, thank you. Absolutely. Well, it was great to see you here as well. You know, I don't get a ton of, I don't have a ton of, like, followers or viewers on YouTube or whatever, so it's awesome to have somebody actually, like, to interact with and everything. So yeah, awesome. I really appreciate it. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a great night. Oh my god. You could actually hit them so hard that they get knocked off the screen and loop back around. I mean, they are literally dying when they are running out of health. I mean, they're turning into little angels and flying away. So we managed to take out this guy's teammates in the, about a quarter of the time it's taking to finish off Swami here. Alright, Swami, come on. Enough is enough, dude. Just give up, man. Alright, this is getting ridiculous. Let's play one more thing, call the night, as it is getting a little late. Let's see. Let's see now. We'll play a few innings of Base Wars here and then we'll call it good. What a surprise! Another NES game with a fantastic soundtrack. What do you know? We'll play a 3-inning game here. Boston, the all cyborg team. So this game, it's like baseball, but anytime you try and take somebody out at a base, you actually have to fight over it. And there are different droids with different properties. That's out. Oh! It's not. Yeah, he's out. Done. What am I doing swinging for that? Craziest curveball you ever saw. What are you doing? Where are you going? No! Why? Why didn't he throw it to second? If you don't catch this, you're off the team forever. Home run? Close. With no cigarillo. That's a home run. Yeah. Yeah. You literally knocked it into space. And we're so happy we're gonna fire a little jet. Is this a charming game or what? It's like, we have so much control over the ball. We can fire it like 6 feet outside the plate, but still redirect it at the last second to get you an out. That's the sad nature of robot baseball. You're out, chump. Don't even think about it. Oh, God. There should be more games like this. I'd definitely buy more modern sports games if they had robots playing that could fight each other. You see him? He's like shaking with anger. Yeah, you're out of here. Robot punk. Tied game, last inning. Not off to a good start. Nope. Come on. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. That's how you do it, baby. Yeah, I claim this base. No! Oh my god. Alright. Looks like we're going into overtime. Either that or I'm gonna lose. But hopefully it's the former. What the hell? He was out. What is that? Okay. Oh, right. We have to fight about it. Oh, he had... Coward. Sorry, Boston. Let you down. I know you're supposed to be my team, but... Yankees win. Robot Yankees win. That's no way to go out, though, is it? Let's play one more thing, a little happier. Let's play the first level of G.I. Joe, which is a surprisingly cool platformer action game. Nice sound effect, huh? Duke Nukem. Yo, Joe! Alright, so you gotta take Duke, but then you can choose what other members of the G.I. Joe team you want to bring with. We're gonna bring along Rock and Roll. And although Snake Eyes is really cool, he kind of sucks in this game, so we're not bringing him. So instead we'll bring Captain Gridiron. Which has the opposite problem. Yeah, you got different weapons. This is a cool game. Great graphics, great music, solid gameplay. Yeah, it's no Contra, but still, next best thing. Very different guys. Gridiron go. I guess maybe I should give an epileptic warning, although it's a little late now, but that lightning is a little intense, isn't it? Pretty easy boss. Oh, it's not over yet. Switch to back to Duke here. The all-American hero. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for me for tonight. It is midnight, Sunday night. I'm fading fast. I'm not gonna be very interesting, funny, or coherent at the very least pretty soon here, so it's probably best for everybody if I stop streaming now. But thank you to those of you who joined us, or joined me, I guess I should say. Um, yeah, I'm going to be doing this more often. I'm going to be doing this pretty regularly now. So don't worry, I still will be making the proper videos, but I'm getting a kick out of the whole streaming thing, and I've got the whole setup, so why not? So, next time, I think I'm going to be playing PS2 games, so watch out for that. It might be in the next few days, it might be not until the weekend, but either way, I'll try and give a nice heads up warning via we'll just like schedule it so you guys will be able to see that it's going to be happening. And maybe next time I'll do it so it's not like it's happening in 15 minutes, but like, oh, it's going to happen in a few hours. Anyway, without further rambling, whatnot, have a great night. Thanks again to those of you who joined me, and I'll see you next time. Adios.